So go check out some statistics and you will be surprised, but more importantly, you will see that you're not the only one and that you are not alone. So don't you dare believe for even a second that you are some weirdo who no one can relate to, who's going through some weird problem that no one will understand, or that you can't talk about it because you just feel like nothing can bring you comfort. But you'll see that one of the biggest reliefs from a problem is to see that you are not the only one, that you are not alone. Hi, I'm Grace Plata, and I'm here to equip, empower, and encourage you to help you live your best life. And the big picture is that if something is trying to come against you, you're probably not the first one either. I mean, have you ever had a moment where you're like, oh, good, I'm not the only one? That's exactly what this is about. It's about like going and seeing and having that moment and having that feeling of relief that you're not the only one. There's like a quote that says, I don't know who it's by, but it's like, oh, you too, I thought I was the only one. That's how friendship is made. But basically, if I can encourage you and show you that you are not the only one going through whatever problem you are going through, I want you to know that everybody is fighting a battle in their lives right now. And whether that's things like say confusion or family or friends or money or like anxiety, self-image or health, or asking that age-old question of what we want to be when we grow up. And if I could, here, let me show you this cool example. Imagine you are in a room of people you don't know yet. I mean, it hasn't been story time, you haven't been talking to anyone, so you're just kind of in a room, let's say hundreds of other people. And then someone asks, they stand up and they ask, how many of you feel lonely? And they just go and start asking questions. How many of you feel insecure? How many of you feel like lost or confused? And it would definitely surprise you to see how many people would stand up. Even if they look the most put together, even if they look the most confident, even if they look the most sure of themselves, that they look the smartest, they look the boldest, the bravest, the best looking, you will see that everybody is fighting their own battles. So, but you know what? We fight strongest together. And the only thing that will seem to make your problem worse is continuing to believe that you are the only one and that no one understands you and that you can't talk about how you're feeling because no one would get it. But I want to say just again that you are going to be surprised that if you talk to someone you trust about what you're going through, about how much better and how much more peace you are going to feel. But even if all I'm talking about would help you to bring yourself and talk to someone you trust and help that would, and even if all that did was help silence the lies, would that be worth it? And I hope you say yes to that. I hope that's an absolute yes, because there is absolutely no risk in stepping out. I mean, just even having just a little peace in your life with talking to someone you trust, that's pretty much the only risk, and that's not even a risk. I mean, right? But there's no harm in talking to someone about it, but there is harm in keeping those lies on replay in your head and believing them and not having someone in your life to help you. So, but maybe also it's not just you. What if you actually were to give someone else hope with your story? I mean, maybe whether you're going through it right now or you've already gone through a problem, whether like those problems I listed above or something else. Of course, I can't cover all of them. Everybody is different. But maybe you've already gone through the problem. So if I can encourage you to share your story, I mean, you have no idea what your story can bring, even if you just feel like that your story isn't a big deal. Even if you feel like it's like you're no one special, even if you feel like you're no one important, like who are you to tell your story? That is another lie. But even if all that did was either you talking or someone else talking to you, even if all that did was able to save you and someone else, would that be worth it? And again, I hope you say that's an absolute yes. And the only way we can have that sigh of relief and that like knowing that we're not alone is having someone tell us. So whether you're on the other end of that or you're going through it right now, open your mouth. Every single person has a story, but what you do with it, what you do with your specific story can have a limitless impact. So I hope this encouraged you this week. Please like this and share with 3 of your friends, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much.